Joy Reid is an American progressive political commentator and television host. She is a national correspondent for MSNBC and is best known for hosting the political commentary program The ReidOut since July 2020. Her previous anchoring credits include The Reid Report and AM Joy. Born December 8, 1968, age 55 years, Brooklyn, New York, United States. Spouse, Jason Reid, M. 1997. Nationality, American. Siblings, June Carol, Oren Lamina. Education, Harvard University, B.A. Notable credits, The ReidOut, The Reid Report, AM Joy. Joy Reid net worth $4 million. Early life. Reid was born Joyanne Lamina in Brooklyn, New York City. Her father was from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and her mother a college professor and nutritionist from Guyana. Her parents met in graduate school at the University of Iowa in Iowa City. Reid was raised Methodist and has one sister and one brother. Her father was an engineer who was mostly absent from the family. Her parents eventually divorced and her father returned to the Congo. She was raised mostly in Denver, Colorado, until the age of 17, when her mother died of breast cancer and she moved to Flatbush, Brooklyn, to live with an aunt. Reid graduated from Harvard University in 1991 with a concentration in film studies. In a 2013 interview, Reid recalled that her college experience was a quick immersion into a demographically opposite place from where she lived, from a community that was 80% African American to a community that was 6% African American. She had to learn to live with roommates and people who were not her family. She paid her own bills and tuition while at Harvard and said it was a good learning and growing experience overall. In 1997, Reid married Jason Reid, who later became a documentary film editor. The couple has 3 children. Career. Reid began her journalism career in 1997, leaving New York and her job at a business consulting firm to begin working in South Florida for a WSVN Channel 7 morning show. She left journalism in 2003 to work with the group America Coming Together to oppose the Iraq War and President George W. Bush. She later returned to broadcasting as a talk radio host and worked on Barack Obama's 2008 presidential campaign. From 2006 to 2007, Reid was the co-host of Wake Up South Florida, a morning radio talk show broadcast from Radio 1's then Miami affiliate WTPS, alongside James T. Thomas. She served as managing editor of The Griot, 2011 to 2014, a political columnist for Miami Herald, 2003 to 2015, and the editor of the Reid Report political blog, 2000 to 2014. From February 2014 to February 2015, Reid hosted her own MSNBC afternoon cable news show, The Reid Report. The show was cancelled on February 19, 2015, and Reid was shifted to a new role as an MSNBC national correspondent. Beginning in May 2016, Reid hosted AM Joy, a political weekend morning talk show on MSNBC, and was a frequent substitute for other MSNBC hosts, including Chris Hayes and Rachel Maddow. As of 2018, Reid's morning show on Saturdays averaged nearly 1 million weekly viewers. In July 2020, MSNBC announced that Reid would host The ReidOut, a new Washington-based weeknight commentary show in the 7 p.m. Eastern time slot vacated by the March 2020 retirement of Hardball host Chris Matthews, making her cable's first black female primetime anchor. In 2017, Reid ranked 4th among Twitter's top tweeted news outlets and most tweeted journalist at each outlet. The Daily Dot credited her in August of that year with coining the term K-Hive for supporters of Kamala Harris. Reid also teaches a Syracuse University class in Manhattan exploring race, gender, and the media. Reception and honors. In 2015, Reid gave the inaugural Ida B. Wells Lecture at Wake Forest University's Anna Julia Cooper Center. In 2016, The Hollywood Reporter said she had the ability to break down complex issues in a way that makes them digestible and accessible. In 2018, The New York Times stated that Ms. Reid, the daughter of immigrants, has emerged as a heroine of the anti-Trump resistance. Reid was a 2003 Knight Center for Specialized Journalism Fellow. In 2018, Reid was nominated for 3 nabbed Salute to Excellence Awards. One for her segment where a pastor is pulled to safety at the Charlottesville White Nationalist March, for Reid's reporting on the damage caused by the hurricanes to the U.S. Virgin Islands, and lastly for the segment that won her an award, Tragedy of Time, the Kalief Browder story, where Reid sat down with Kalief's brother Dion Browder and filmmaker Julia Mason. In 2016, she received the Women's Media Center's Carol Jenkins Visible and Powerful Media Award.